Hello guys, thanks for tuning in. Now we're continuing on Wednesday coverage here. We've got two matches to preview with Stuart from TipsterHQ.com. I'm going to start with Denmark versus Brazil. And personally, I would probably describe both teams as sort of being underachievers of the tournament. Sort of especially hosts Brazil, I was expecting more from them. Although in fairness, with the two draws, they have picked up 2 points. What's your sort of view on both of these teams' performance right now?
Well, Denmark have done okay, haven't they? Not been brilliant, but I mean, they're the only side to have actually won a game in this group. So, I mean, that says something for me. Brazil, on the other hand, massively deflating performances. Getting booed off the pitch last time they played. In fact, they're getting booed about halfway through the match. They've just played so poorly. They haven't really taken their chances. I think they played the last game, the last half an hour, they had an extra man. They still didn't make it count. So what can you do with that?
Yeah. Would you say that the pressure is getting to them?
Yeah, I think it happened, back when the World Cup was in Brazil, and I think it's happening again. They're under such pressure because Brazil have never won an Olympic gold medal in the football.
Yeah.
And really need to do that because it's something that just gets on their nerves a lot. So, they're going to have to win this game. They really are.
Mm-hmm. Well, I tell you what, though, just looking at the outrights, bookies are predicting Brazil to bounce back. I think many people are sort of hoping, especially Brazil themselves, to see them bounce back. 1.25 William Hill, no value there, but I tell you where there is value, and that is with Denmark. 12 with Coral. Might have a sneaky bet just on the straight Denmark win. I'm actually going to go for Denmark double chance though. So that covers me for the draw and for Denmark. 3.5 William Hill. That is my bet. What do you like, Stuart?
Well, yours is reasonable, I have to say. I think this is going to be a game where there's going to be space, there's going to be chances, because Brazil really need to win this. They're going to be going for it. So I'm going for an over 2.5 goals game. 1.72 at 5 times.
Well, I have to say, Stuart, we are on opposite sides of the spectrum here because my second top tip for this video, I do have two today, that is the under 2.5 goals, 2.2 William Hill. Between both teams across 2 matches, we have seen 1 goal. I just can't see, I just think that Brazil, if Brazil were to have bounced back, they would have done it in last match. They are leaving it right to the sort of the last moment for this to happen. Definitely taking the under 2.5 goals. And I do like the Denmark win as well, because I have to say, even if Brazil's odds were even around, say, 1.8, I actually wouldn't back Brazil right now. Would you?
Well, if the price was right for Brazil, I'd take them, but they're around 1.28, so not going that low. I would be more inclined to take Denmark, I have to say. Certainly the odds are very tempting just to go for that, crazy win. But the thing is, I think Brazil have to bounce back. I think Brazil are fairly clear they need to bounce back and they need to do it effectively and impressively. So I don't think a simple 1-0 or 2-0 was going to do it. I think they've got to go 3, 4 or 5.
Well, let's wait and see. So I'm going for Denmark double chance there, 3.5. Stuart's going for the over 2.5 goals, and I'm going for the under 2.5 goals. Okay, so moving on, the second match that we have sort of Wednesday or Thursday morning there over in Europe is South Africa versus Iraq. One of the closest matches across all of them. Odds are very close, and I tell you, Iraq, the surprise, I would say surprise team, 2.7 William Hill. Obviously, they've managed their 2 draws. Obviously, again, low scoring. And then South Africa comes in 2.8 Coral. Personally, will not be playing the outrights on this one. Do you have a lean?
If anything, maybe slightly towards Iraq, which is kind of weird because I generally think South Africa have the better players. But Iraq seems to be having slightly better form in this competition.
Well, I tell you, the bet that I am all over is the under 2.5 goals. I still think we'll see trend prevail here. 1.6 Coral. I also like both teams to score no. 1.83 Coral. That is my top tip. Both teams to score no. What have you got for us, Stuart?
Well, I was looking at both teams to score no as well, and then I thought I'd push it a little bit further than you. I'm actually going for under 1.5 goals. 2.88 with Ladbrokes.
Nice. Yeah. Do you know what? I've got that down on my list here as well. I've decided not to make it my top tip, but I like that one very much. I think maybe there's a 1 goal in it, maybe a scoreless draw, something like that. If you had to predict a correct score, what would it be?
1-0 to Iraq.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. All right. Fantastic stuff. That's Stuart from TipsterHQ.com. Do make sure to tune back in every single day. Football coverage as well, heading up to the Premier League season as well. So do be sure to not miss out on that. Stuart, thank you for joining us.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.